Meghan Markle's Spotify podcast was a chance for her to settle scores after being attacked in a new book, a royal commentator claimed. The Duchess of Sussex is releasing the Spotify podcast to settle scores, showbiz journalist Kinsey Schofield claims, a day after Meghan Markle's first podcast episode was aired. According to Ms. Schofield, Meghan implicitly hits out at royal biographer Tom Bower, who wrote a tell-all investigative book entitled Revenge about Meghan Markle's life, after the author said she was ambitious and scheming. The podcast was an opportunity for Meghan to push back against these accusations, Ms. Schofield says. Mr. Schofield claimed, the claim of her being criticized for being ambitious. You're not ambitious when you marry a prince. That's called hitting the jackpot. You've won the lottery when you've married a prince. And I really think, outside looking in, just content-wise, that there's an ulterior motive here with this podcast. And that is settling scores. Specifically, with this episode, you kind of see her go after Tom Bower responding to his claim that she's ambitious and scheming. The book also says that Serena Williams told a media contact they weren't necessarily good friends. And he also questions her Procter & Gamble story. Now, she goes into all of those things in the very first episode of her podcast. Ms. Schofield referred to an extract of the first Spotify episode where Meghan Markle calls out the labels, the archetypes and the boxes that we're put into. An extract Kinsey Schofield reads as a direct attack against royal biographer Tom Bower, who claimed that Meghan was very scheming and very clever in marrying Prince Harry to further her celebrity status. Sharing the traumatic fire incident in Archie's nursery in South Africa, Meghan says in the podcast she regrets that the focus is on how it looks rather than on how it feels. It's having some understanding on the human moments behind the scenes that people might not have any awareness of, and to give each other a break. Because we did. We had to leave our baby. And even though we're being moved into another place afterwards, we still had to leave him and go and do another official engagement. In the podcast, Meghan Markle explains how distressed she felt upon hearing that the nursery where Archie was sleeping caught fire. The baby was saved as his nanny was in the kitchen with him when the blaze began. In a tweet, BuzzFeed News' Ellie Hall confirms Prince Harry and Meghan did have 2 engagements during their first day in South Africa, silencing rumors of Meghan prioritizing royal duties over her baby. Meghan said that she and Harry were so unsettled that they asked to cancel their afternoon engagement in order to stay with their son, but were told it would be bad optics to do so, Ms. Hall tweeted. Tom Bower's book Revenge, Meghan, Harry and the War Between the Windsors paints Meghan as overly demanding in her work life and a woke killjoy socially, while Harry is described as having contempt for Prince William and Kate Middleton. And Bower, unusually for a royal biographer, went so far as to state that he would welcome the book harming the Sussexes reputationally, citing the damage he believes they have done to the monarchy. Piers Morgan asked the biographer during an interview, "Are they in trouble now though? Is the Sussex brand on the downward slope? A lot of American friends of mine are completely done with them, which they weren't even a year ago." During the appearance on Piers Morgan Uncensored, Bower replied, "And this book may hasten the downward trend, over which I wouldn't be sad at all because they pose a real threat to the royal family.